He really dominated, as I already said, the moving game, which we also start off right now here, Mada versus Amerain.
Exactly. And we're starting off in
the US, it seems like. We don't have any fronts on that car.
I was thinking Canada.
However,
here.
it's Quebec probably with no fronts, and that pole we saw, especially with the Gen 3 camera generation, which is way more common in Canada.
We have a stop sign though, so it's not going to be Quebec. We have a state flag there.
We have a Nova Scotia flag.
Yep.
That we just passed. I saw that on Mada's screen, so I don't know.
Mada should get this. There's Scotia Bank, but that is a very, false clue. It's technically all over the country. I have learned that,
the hard way.
The hard way, multiple times. And let's see where Amerain is going.
We have both in Nova Scotia, one going Halifax, one New Glasgow, and it's on the most eastern tip of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, both of them kind of going coastal. Definitely had that vibe just by the trees being that small. One is very different though.
We move over to round 2.
It looks like me too, like Germany, Austria, maybe Czechia. Didn't really see any sign yet.
Czechia vibe first, especially with the amount of yellow houses, which are commonly seen in Czechia.
Oh, but we have an Austrian sign.
In Vienna, with those signs. Not Vienna. I automatically just said Vienna because I had that vibe of East.
We're not playing the world map, come on.
No, that's also true. But yeah, we have a rolling landscape. We should be somewhere around it though. And we see Mada indeed locking his pin down around Vienna. And Amerain sent his guess as well. I didn't see where he did end up with his guess.
In a very similar area, just very outside Vienna, but nobody is finding these place names. Or maybe Mada has it. Close.
Yep. Both getting fairly close. 11 kilometers for Mada, 30 kilometers for Amerain. Just a couple of points.
Jumping into round 3.
Yes. And it looks like we are in Senegal with this landscape, those trees. The
we have an
sandy soil.
Maybe wants to throw off Amerain, but I think this is fairly straightforward.
Yeah. I mean, you also don't really get to info here, probably.
No, that looks like a very deserted track.
Yeah. Both of the guesses make sense. There's a lot of coverage like this down there. More common than in the north, but yeah. In this case, you could have picked up a lot of points for it being such a small country.
Yeah, speaking of small countries that are bigger than you think.
Yeah, I mean, this is a long country rather than a small country. We are in Chile.
And he found a region. Let's see if Amerain can... Oh, he's going very fast south with Gen 4. I don't think that's a good guess. Maybe he realizes it's Gen 4. Oh, that's going to be big points.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely had that vibe of being south because it was so green and rainy. It looked very... like almost tropical.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that camera generation, you should be further north in the country.
Amerain definitely getting caught off guard there. So Mada's strategy so far has been to be very quick.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be like that, but yeah.
Does that mean that he knows he's in a disadvantage usually in moving? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, on this round, he is moving, maybe trying to find a state name. We are in Nigeria. You get state names a lot on
And he found the state name. So now Mada has to find something or just vibe it out here. But seems like Amerain has found a town even.
Doesn't seem like Mada does find anything.
But he's not too far off.
Yeah.
He's decent points still.
Yeah, very important for Amerain.
And especially, even if he loses this is also a bit for the confidence to not go down like 5.9k points to 0. No, kind of makes it more gracefully. Tony River.
And seems like we are back in Canada, and it kind of looks like the same region, which Mada also sent down. It's again in Cape Breton, East Nova Scotia.
I like the guess.
Still taking his time, looking around. Goes a bit further east to Newfoundland. Yeah.
And this is where Mada guessed last time, and that's gonna be game 1 going towards Mada. So you are right. It appears Mada is the superior moving player, at least in this game.
To be fair, it didn't feel like a moving game really, because most of the times they just sent based on landscape rather than having the clues. It was in Nigeria. You had the flag in Nova Scotia in that one round, and besides that,
we had the
also
Chile
had some
round.
info in Chile, yeah.
Yeah, Chile had good info. I mean, that was 4K points.
Yeah, for Chile standards, that was pretty good info, because especially in a urban environment, you don't really get town names too often in Chile.
Yeah. Let's jump right into the no move.
Yeah.
This looks like we're next to the Titicaca Lake.
Yeah, on which side are we? I would say, yeah, Peru, maybe.
Yeah, one of the
Don't
unsolved
have enough
mysteries. How do you get the side of the lake?
We have one on the east side of the lake, one on the west side of the lake, which is also a country split between Bolivia and Peru. Both share the same Google car, so you can't really use that to make a guess here.
See which side it is. And
It's barely on the Peru side, I think.
but the Bolivia guess is way closer.
But, yeah. Geographically closer there.
Yeah. We don't care about borders at GeoGuessr. We care about other geography is.
That is true, it's all about the distance. And we have the sun in the north here. Looks like Argentina, very sandy landscape. We are in a valley somewhat. We have 2 ridges, which you can see in a lot of places in the northwest of Argentina.
Yeah, I kind of like the guess. Maybe a bit more south.
Yeah. I was thinking more like Catamarca region, but can definitely also see this being further north.
Yeah, usually the very north is even
Yeah.
drier, but they prove us wrong. Both in the right region.
Yeah.
No points.
Nothing happening here at all. But Amerain keeping up that flawless.
This is gonna be a big country.
We
No.
are in Russia, it seems like.
Yeah, looks like it with the plate with no blue on it. Now the question is, are we near Ulan-Ude or are we actually close to the Caucasus?
Yeah.
It looks like both of them agree it's Dagestan with the spring coverage. Very prominent there.
Yeah.
Yeah, both on it.
Both getting the region there. Yeah. He
So
does
far it looks
take
like a
the
very close
flawless
game.
Away, yes, but still. We are in round 4, 2.5x damage.
We are in
Seems like we're in
Australia.
Australia. However, don't really see any strong clues for which state it might be.
Yeah, the first thing you always do is check for
Oh,
please get
that is Victoria
big.
Bollard.
There's
Yeah.
a Victoria Bollard, yeah. The first thing you always do in Australia is look for those yellow plates because you're like, okay, this is gonna be New South Wales.
Yeah. You have some
But-
poles that have, we call it a Stobie pole for South Australia. You have concrete poles more in Victoria. Yellow plates in New South Wales.
Big damage coming out here
Yeah.
for Mada. Spotting that bollard, which was kind of hidden behind a tree, so good spot on that.
Yeah, that
And
was
yeah,
a
that-
very, very important clue here on this round, I would say, because besides that, it wasn't the easiest
Nope.
round.
Didn't really see any other clues.
And it looks like we are in Brazil now.
Yeah. And it looks like the south. I think there was a piranha pine,
Yeah,
maybe.
I think I saw one too.
At least the landscape definitely fits for piranha, Santa Catarina.
Definitely, definitely.
But we have a very different guess, and it's actually Sao Paulo, it
Just
seems.
around Sao Paulo, yeah.
And he almost wins by that.
Yeah, Amerain really lucky to still be alive here with 170 health.
Yeah, that might be a very quick 2-0.
And
now
this can be anyone's round here. We are in a forest in Japan.
Yeah, Japan with the low cam, and if you have a forest, it's very limited information about where you could be, and this kind of landscape you get all over the country.
Definitely, this can be a lot of places. We don't really have a pole to work with here. We have no bollard, no signs.
Both of them very close to each other. Now Amerain going south and
Yeah.
Mada on it. No way you get closer than that.
Nope.
That's gonna be GG.
In the right prefecture there. Very impressive guess for it being in a forest.
Yeah, Mada taking the win and most importantly taking the 3 points because he won 2-0.